Hello my dear children, how are you? Hope you are doing well and following a proper timetable to study all the subjects. I am back again with a new topic of chemistry, which is separating a solid from its solution. Before starting the topic, I would like to ask you what is a solution, because you have already learned this topic in your previous classes. So what is a solution? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. What is a solute? Solute is the solid part of the mixture and solvent is the liquid part. Solute is something which is to be dissolved in the liquid and solvent is something which is dissolving the solute inside it to making a homogeneous mixture, which is called a solution. Solution can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. A homogeneous mixture of solution is, you can see, when you dissolve sugar in water, it is completely dissolved in water to form a solution which is homogeneous. And when you put ice cubes in Coca-Cola, it is a heterogeneous mixture because the ice cubes are visible enough in the mixture of ice cubes and Coca-Cola. So it's a heterogeneous solution. Now coming towards the original topic for today's video, it is separation of solid from its solution. There are several methods to separate a solid from its solution if it is completely dissolved or if it is incompletely dissolved. So here are some methods by which you can separate solid from its solution: filtration, evaporation, crystallization, distillation and chromatography. Distillation and chromatography are difficult topics which you will study in your senior classes, but today we are going to study filtration, evaporation and crystallization. So, filtration. What is filtration? As I have told you earlier, that filtration is a process in which the solid form can be separated from the liquid form and you use a filter paper. While the solution is passed through the filter paper, the insoluble part of the solution deposited on the filter paper and the soluble part goes down. So in this way you can separate the solid form from the solution. For example, chalk powder and water. When you dissolve chalk powder in water, it makes a solution, but that is not a homogeneous solution and you can separate it through filtration. Next separation method is evaporation. So what is evaporation? Evaporation is a process in which you can separate different constituents of a solution through evaporation, maybe on room temperature or on their boiling point. So if you want to speed up the process of evaporation, you can boil the liquid. How can you do this? Look at this. For example, we can separate salt from seawater through evaporation. What happens? We can separate the seawater in big grounds to have natural evaporation, or we can have some seawater and boil it to get evaporated all the salt from the seawater. So water is evaporated and salt gets deposited on the surface. In this way, salt is separated from seawater. This is the process of evaporation. Now, what is the process of crystallization? Crystallization is a very interesting method of separation in which you can separate the solid form of the solution and can have very beautiful crystals. What is a crystal? Crystal is the purest form of a solid in a proper geometrical shape. We can form a lot of beautiful crystals through the process of crystallization. I will give you two examples for this. First example is salt, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride crystals can be formed by this process. First, you dissolve sodium chloride in water and you dissolve it to its saturation point until no more salt can be dissolved in water, and then you heat it. After heating, the impurities are removed from the solution. If you want to speed up the process of crystallization, you can put this solution in ice bath. Ice bath will give you very beautiful crystals of sodium chloride. Another example of crystallization is copper sulfate. Copper sulfate crystals are very beautiful blue crystals which you can make by using the process of crystallization. How will you do it? First you will dissolve copper sulfate in water to make a blue solution, and you will dissolve it to its saturation point until no more copper sulfate can be dissolved in water. After this solution is heated, and when you heat this solution, the impurities are removed already. Now put this solution overnight and wait for the crystal formation. When you will observe in the morning, you will find very beautiful crystals of copper sulfate. Crystallization is a very useful process to remove the impurities from the solution. So today what we did the separation methods of solid form from its solution. How many methods we have studied today? 3 methods: filtration, evaporation and crystallization. By all these 3 processes, you can separate the solid form of solution very easily. So that's all for today's lecture. I hope you have understood the concept. If not, you can rewind the video and watch it again. I would like to advise you to keep a notebook with you and keep on noting down the important points while watching the video. In this way, you can have a better idea of the concept. So keep learning, stay safe. Until the next video, I will be back with a new topic. So bye bye.